How are you guys? Hey, Vlad, Lisa, Jaybird. Oh my God, that's crazy. That was the name. I had somebody that I knew once named Jaybird. He's not with us anymore though. But anyway, how are you guys? Hope everybody's doing well tonight. I've missed you guys all. I've actually watched all your content though, so I feel like I've been right there. Watched Adam's show last night, this morning actually, when I was drinking my coffee, and what a good show again. Isn't that crazy, that PG&E guy? I wanted to ask you guys what you thought of that. Like, did you think he was for real, or did you think maybe, I don't know, like, of course, Adam didn't, but I just wondered if um, he was for real or not. It was just so weird. It was really crazy. I mean, he seemed like he knew everything, but that's what makes you think, like, some kind of setup or something like that. So, anyway, I just wondered if you guys thought he was for real, or if you saw him. It's good to see you. Hey, do not give up. Really good to see you. How are you doing? Oh, Ryder, I was listening through to the shout drawer this morning, and I heard Adam shout you out. Are all of you sub to Bones? Everybody here sub to Bones? He's at like 681. We got to get him to. Hey, Vlad, you're the funniest. I tell you what, you're the funniest. I really give up. Some of you just tickle me, and then some of you are my news. Like, it's really great how this family works. I love it. Did you guys think that PG&E guys was for real? Oh, Ryder, Vlad, input this morning on or last night on Adam's show. I wasn't sure if he was for real or not, man. But I tell you what, the fact that some people are saying that because they're doing the power outages, and you are sub to Bones, good. Everybody, if anybody isn't, please do. Um, but the way they're doing this power outage in California, and then they have that Marine reservist call to arms thing, and all these UN trucks heading out west. I watch the Common Sense show too. I heard Adam. Oh yeah, it's a really good one. Do not give up. Watch it. Oh shit, I lost my train of thought. Damn, I hate when that happens. It happens a lot too. Oh, the UMB. Oh, that's what it was. Dave from the Common Sense show. I don't know if any of you guys watch him. I heard Adam. Hey, 3% report. Yeah, I got a lot out of your shit too. You've been doing some really good research. I appreciate that. Yeah, you're probably right, Jaber. And he also can't say stuff. I can tell that he really tries not to influence our opinions. Like, he doesn't really try to put a lot of his opinions in, which I think is really cool. You know what I mean? Because he lets you. Um, you got to watch the replay of that. It was good. It was the PG. Just to fill you in, this guy that said he was from PG&E calls in, and he started telling Adam about the California power outages, like why they were doing. Like, he had an answer for everything. Like, he seriously sounded like a PG&E executive or something. Well, he had actually worked for PG&E, he said, and he said he'd been listening to Adam for a long time, and he literally, I mean, he was not trying to justify, I guess, yeah, he was trying to justify it for PG&E, that they did it because of the fires. They don't want fires to start and whatnot. But then a couple of people called in and said, there's no wind. Like, the fire hazard right now is like nothing compared to what it's been in the past. And they've never done this in the past. So now they're shutting the power out to, like, I forget how many people, but it was a lot. It was like 1 million, but it might have been more than that. I don't know. Anyway, it was a lot of freaking people, all in California, except San Francisco. San Francisco has its own electric setup. It isn't, I guess it isn't part of PG&E. So, um, Yeah, I didn't know. Oh, writer, that's the way I felt. Like I felt like he just had an answer for everything, and I felt like he was trying to justify it for PG&E. I know, Lisa. I know. Yeah, I know, Lisa. I agree with that. I forget who it was that called in and said she lived in California, and she said there's no wind right now. There's no risk, and they didn't even get her. They were trying to say that they gave them all plenty of notice, like 2 days or something like that. But she said she didn't even get like 6 hours notice. So that was a lot of contradiction, and I don't know. I feel like um, he did sound like a public relations guy. You're exactly right, O'Reilly. Um, I feel like maybe something's going to start in California. Like, I think if there's going to be a civil thing, then it may start there. Like, I think maybe, and all these UN trucks heading out west and the Marine thing, like, things are just kind of lining up that way. And then setting us up completely for this uh, fake alien invasion or whatever. Like, I don't know. I just think it's just so many things all at one time. It's a lot of stuff happening at one time. I feel like you never know what's going to pop off first. Yeah, I know, Lisa. But you know, one thing I will say about California, I watch a lot of political stuff and I listen to a lot of their speeches and stuff. California's leadership is more liberal and I think a lot more part of the deep state. Um, Rothschilds have a lot of connections in California specifically, and PG&E. They do own PG&E. So I'm thinking maybe because they have the power there, figuratively and legal and literally, maybe they're going to start it there. I know, oh writer, I know they are, and that's another thing that's really worrisome because I think they realize that most of the American soldiers are not going to like fire on Americans. So I feel like they would bring in um, foreign. Uh, I feel like they would bring in people we couldn't talk to and wouldn't care about us. Yeah, cutting off the comms, 3% report. Yeah. Hey, French Files. Yay. So good to see you. I actually wanted to talk to you, and I don't really have your. I should have checked into it more. I wanted to see if you would message me or email me or something with where you do get your essential oils from. But anyway, back to topic. I'm sorry. I just saw her and had to say that. Hey, Andrea. Um, yeah, I feel like something's getting ready to pop off and it's going to start there. And then, one thing that I think though is that I feel like they're going to try to, yeah, that would be great. I'll put my email on this, put it in the comments or whatever. Um, I feel like they're going to try to disarm us before that would start. You know what I mean? Because um, they know most Americans are armed, double and triple time. So I feel like they're going to try to take more weapons before that conflict, the final conflict, um, pops off. But I could be wrong about that too, because let's face it, they have weapons that can make us do. I mean, that's what's so scary about war today and about your government today is they have so many ways to fuck you up. Like, and especially like all this, I've been really because of like the grounding thing and all, I've been really checking into this frequency bit. And there's actually a certain frequency for each kind of cancer, and that's what I wanted to tell you guys. Oh my god, I'm so glad I got here. I don't know if any of you watch Jennifer Veterans for Truth, but she did an amazing video today about how they've known forever that there are different frequencies that can blow the cancer cells apart, like, like destroy them, and a different frequency for each kind of cancer, which was really crazy, right? And it showed this whole video on how it attacked the cancer cells. It was so amazing. You have to go watch it. It's Jennifer Veterans for Truth. I did copy her link, so maybe I can get that pinned in the comment section. But anyway, yeah, it was super, super interesting. Oh, you saw that, Lisa? Yeah, that was really amazing. Um, but yeah, I really do think there's a lot to this current, stuff, and because if you think about it, like Adam said today, and I haven't gotten my mat hooked up yet. I wanted to tell you guys that. I got the mat, and this is a really, really super old house. So of course the the plugs weren't right. So I had to then order the rod. So I got the rod, and I just haven't put it together yet because you have to put the rod like outside. Anyway, I haven't gotten it together yet, but I really do think there's something to it, and I think they've hidden all of this. I mean, like, you think about it, guys. Cancer is like a billions. How many billions and billions of dollars are made off of people being sick? And then people are like, "Oh, my doctor loves me, and I trust my doctor. He's making money. Do you trust your used car salesman? Anybody that's making money off you, don't trust them. Don't trust them. Trust, but verify. I mean, you don't ever just go blindly trusting someone like that. It's crazy." Yeah, 3% report. I am right with you. It is definitely the perfect storm. And this whole alien invasion thing, and that's a whole another part of this, equation. But you really don't know what's going to pop off first. It's crazy like that. But I was watching a guy last night talking about the magnetic pole shift, and the fact that our shield is thinning, and then the cosmic rays are worse. The solar minimum. There's the reason why we're having those purple skies like that is because of all the ash from the different volcanoes that have gone off, and more to come for sure. And they can definitely track it back that every time this has happened, this is what it's gone through. And if any of you watch Florida Maquis and how he uncovers stuff in Antarctica, like, seriously, guys, that's what's happened. I mean, this has happened a number of times, and we're just happen to be the people at the end of the game, you know? Hey, hold on, guys. Why are you barking? You want to come in here? You come in here. You want to come in here? You're going to be quiet. No barking. It's late, guys. Well, it's not late for you guys, but it's late to me. Yeah, it's a perfect storm. You just don't know what's going to go first. You really don't. It's scary. And we are going to have more earthquakes and stuff like that. I don't know, Mary Greeley, the whole thing. Um, Blue Kool-Aid, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, The Real Truth. It's so good to see all of you guys. I really appreciate you coming. I love you guys. I do. I miss it. It's been so hectic. I mean, really so hectic. But you know what I did? I finally just kind of put my foot down. I'm going to take a couple of days off. The 24th, 25th, and 26th of this month, he's going to take off like a 5-day stretch over the weekend, and I'm going to take off at least the weekend, and not have any boards. And then, of course, my daycare, it's an off weekend for my daycare too. So I'm going to take a freaking weekend off. Like, I'm getting too stressed out. I mean, it's a shame when it's just going. I mean, it's going really well, but I'm so far behind on a lot of things that I need to get done. And I mean, you wouldn't believe how needy dogs can be. I mean, I know everybody thinks, oh, it's 10 dogs, let them in, let them out. That it's not that easy. I clean the yard all well because they're walking around in that yard, so I don't want them walking through poop and coming in. So, um, thanks, Lisa. I appreciate it. So I'm super happy that it's going well like that. But I'm also, getting run down, and I have a hard time saying no. Like, I'm always like thinking of dollar signs, and that's exactly the way the government wants you. Like, I have to break through the indoctrination sometimes because I'm just so indoctrinated that, I mean, my whole family is like, you don't miss a day of work, and you don't ever not have a job, and you don't ever not pay your way. And, like, you know what I mean? They're like completely indoctrinated into what this reality is. And you guys all know, and I know, that this reality isn't the real reality we should have been living in. They created this for us. I mean, if you go back and look over time about television was created. Why do you think you called it programming? I mean, they out now told you what they were going to do with it. Then we're surprised when they do it. Yes, exactly, Lisa. And that's exactly what Steve said. He's like, man, you're captain of your own ship. Like, take a day off. So we are going to take some time off. I'm just, yeah. How long are you going to be out, Michelle? Do you know? Do you know how long you'll be out without power? I mean, I guess they don't really tell you exactly how long you're going to be without, but they did say expect it to be 5 to 7 days. Why? I just don't understand. They've never done this before. Why? Why now? Yeah, you're right, old rider. You're right. You're right. And it is what I like. And that's the thing, is I'm letting the stress of trying to always make more money um, ruin the experience for me. And it's my own thing. It's my own fault. It's my own indoctrination that I have to make as much money as I can. Like this, and it's stupid. Like, we're simple people. We live really simple. Like, I have 3 pairs of shoes, and 2 of them are Walmart flip flops. I mean, I'm not a big, I don't like to shop, and I'm just not a big spender. I like to eat at home because every time I go out, I'm disappointed. I spent $50 and I'm disappointed. So I hate that. And I don't drink. I do smoke. So that's a lot of money goes to smoking. I gotta be honest. Hey, Carol. Doomsday Davy. Yeah, absolutely, Davy. We all need to be praying because there's something strange going on there. Oh, okay, Andrea. I have a doggy daycare and boarding business. I started out boarding for Rover. It's a site that hooks up private boarders with the dogs. And I started doing that. And then I actually wound up having people ask me about daycare. So I started doing dogs for daycare. And now I have a lot. I have a lot. So it's going really, really good, but I'm really, really tired. Democrats. Yep. 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 I try not to do a lot of like pointing fingers, because the truth of the matter is, all of them got us here. And there's as many Republicans probably involved in this really bad shit as Democrats, I bet you. But overall, oh, thanks. Thanks, Michelle. I appreciate that. Yeah. I want to get some packs for the dogs. I haven't gotten them yet, I'll be honest. It's a money thing, you know what I mean? I just haven't gotten them yet. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what I heard today, though, O'Rider, is that there's some communities that have put on, they have curfews. And you know as well as I do, if you have a curfew, that's basically, I mean, not that it goes as far as martial law, but I mean, they're already telling you can't come out after a certain time. Why do you have a wrench? I gave you a wrench, that's why. You're the only one, too. You're on your own. You know what, though? We don't have very many people that say bad stuff and that are assholes. We really don't. And we'll ignore them anyway. We'll ignore them. I had I had a couple negative comments today. it's so funny because, you all know that I don't plan on making money off this channel. This is completely about connecting with you guys for me. You know what I mean? That's all this is about for me. So it's not about, you know, whatever. I don't care how many subscribers I have, and I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to be able to talk to you guys. So I had a couple negative comments today, and don't you know, I deleted them and blocked the people from ever being able to comment again on my stuff. That's how we roll up in here, yo. Did they really, Davey? But that's awful funny because they're owned by Rothschilds. That is crazy. You know what I've heard, though? I've heard that the debt of the businesses, like, we know that we are all in debt or whatever, and a lot of people have private debt, like, credit cards and houses and cars and all. But the businesses have strung themselves out on credit as well, and none of them can pay it. So that's why all these businesses are going belly up, because they can't pay back the money. Well, the funny thing is, our government can't pay back the money it borrows either. So I don't know what's going to happen here. I feel like there's going to be a financial reset of some type. It almost has to be. Like, it really almost has to be. So sometimes I don't know whether to hold on to dollars and get or like silver or money or whatever, because a lot of the rich people right now are hoarding dollars too. So why would they be doing that if the dollar was going to crash totally? You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make sense. So I don't know, man. You can't prepare for everything, and you can't know everything. You just got to do the best you can with what you have. I know, me too, Davey. I know. But at least it's cooler right now. If it had been, a month ago, people would be dying. People would be dying. You know what? I'll give you some help here. How do I do this? Oh wait, I got it. I think. Yeah. Oh wait, over here. I'm sorry, guys. You'll see what I'm doing in a minute. Okay, there you go. All right, you should have a wrench now. She's got to have some help in there. We've got to man all these 16 people up, man. Round them up. I like that it's small, though. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like when it's a small group like that, when we get together, it's kind of nice because everybody does kind of. Gage! Let them out and let them go potty for me. Gage and her. They can go final pee-pee. He's the one that had an accident earlier, so. These two dogs are so cute. I've had them a couple of times. One's a dachshund or a dachshund, one of those, like a wiener dog looking dog. And the other one is, it's some kind of mix, but she's humongous. So it's a little teeny dog, and I gotta tell you guys the funniest freaking story that happened. You guys know that I had one with this female dog, and I've had her since she was like 6 months old. So I've had her for daycare all that time. And she's in heat for her second time. Well, I let them bring her here because I know that if she isn't here, she's in a crate all day because, her mom's work, and they live in an apartment building. They're not even supposed to have her. So that's why I took her. Well, oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. Go. Hey. Hey. Come on. Let's go. Ridiculous. They've all been out before. Right before I came on, they all went out. But of course they're whining anyway. But anyway, so the dog's been in heat. Well, I figured I only have one male dog that still has his balls, the show dog, right? So I'm thinking it'll be okay. They only cross over a couple days. It'll be fine or whatever. So she comes here, and I'm telling you, every single dog here, male and female, whined constantly. And they were all trying to hump each other. Well, I didn't think trolls. Yeah, they are like kids. I didn't see the trolls. I don't pay attention. Um, Someone on your hotline, old Ryder. What are you talking about? Anyway, so all the dogs that were neutered, I went ahead and let them play together, right? So I look out there, and one of the neutered males is like, he's on her, but not on her. Like I could tell what was happening. He was hooked up. I don't know if you guys know this, but dogs mate, they hook up and they stay together for like, they stay hooked up for like 10 minutes until the swelling goes down, and then it'll release. And he was hooked onto her, and he's neutered. And I didn't even know that could happen. Well, she's flipping out and trying to get away, and he doesn't know what's going on, but she's ripping his what off. Oh my gosh, guys. And then my dog, Asher, the big one, because everybody was like getting crazy and barking and stuff, he's protective of me. So he comes running over thinking that one of the dogs is trying to, hurt me or something. So he's getting into it. Oh my God. I called the little girl and I said, the mom, and I said, I'm sorry, but I cannot keep her anymore until she's eight. I can't do it. I can't. Sandy, were you talking to me? Had the same thing happen? Oh my God, I had no idea it could happen. Go ahead, old Ryder, go. You okay? Come back and tell us what happens. Okay? Come back and tell us what happens. Yeah, they're like kids. They take up so much time. And then the other thing is, when I'm not taking care of them, the cleaning is out of this world. I mean, just think about it, 10 dogs. It's not a pretty sight. Like, I am forever cleaning because I don't want my house to smell like dog. And I can't stand, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a little OCD, so I can't stand the dust and dirt. And yeah, it's a lot of work. And then the paperwork, you know what I mean? I owned a business before, but my ex-husband did like all the labor work and all that kind of stuff and the estimating, and I took care of the business part. So it was like a limited amount of stuff that I had to do, or at least one section of the business I had to do. It's different when you have all of it. And I really can't hire help, you know what I mean? Like that. It's not something I can trust somebody else to. I can't trust somebody to watch these dogs for me. I'm just not like that. I can't do it. Um, I always feel like something isn't done right unless I do it. I don't know why, but it's just the way it is, and I can't help it. So, Carol, I do believe that. I think it's going to start in California, but I do believe it's going to move all the way across the United States for sure. There'll probably be some FFs going down. Yeah, I'm not, Lisa. I'm not. I also raised my prices on Rover so that I wouldn't get quite as many requests, you know what I mean? And I'm not taking any more daycare dogs. I have plenty. And you can only give that good care to so many. And money isn't everything. Like, I want to be happy and I want to enjoy my job. You know what I mean? I get up every day like ready to go and in a good mood and everything because it's going good. But I'm just wearing thin. And it's like a never ending thing either. When you board dogs, like sometimes I've had dogs that just stayed up all night for the first 2 or 3 nights and couldn't sleep without their parents. Like it's like that. It's like that sometimes, you know? And then if nothing else, they're making a mess and digging in the yard. My yard is almost all dirt. There's like no grass left. Well, plus it's been the hot time in Florida where our grass kind of doesn't grow. I gotta let them in, guys. Oh my goodness, Levi. Come on, guys. Let's go. Time to go night night. Let's go. Asher. Hey, come on. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Beatrice, come on. Beatrice, come on. All right, buddy, go in the room. Come on, let's go to your room. Dinner's over, Bubba. No more to eat. Come on, let's go. That's my three-legged hound, my handicapped dog. Chihuahuas, man. I want to tell you, Sandy, that one, my little one is part Chihuahua. Well, I caught, that's the second part of the story was, um, they were, she was in here, or I called her in and she came in. I look out there, my Levi's like hunched over under the tree and he won't move. So I go out there and his thing is hanging all the way out and it's touching the ground and like he couldn't move. It was like a kickstand. Poor thing. Oh my gosh. I had to pick him up, hold him baby style with this big thingy hanging out and carry him inside. Oh my God. Too funny, you guys. I'm sorry. You guys probably didn't come here for doggy penis jokes. Uh, yeah, they do. They will let them. The other day, Juno, the one that was in heat, she's just standing there and there's like three dogs in line trying to lick her. Oh my God. And she's just standing there looking at me like, this is great. Crazy. It is some crazy stuff though. Like I see some dogs do some dumb shit. They get into everything. You can't leave anything, especially like a new dog, a dog that's boarded. They might act one way at home, but when their parents aren't there and they're in a wholly different surrounding, they're gonna push their limits as far as they can, and they do. They do. Yeah, it was too much, you guys. You guys don't even know some of the stuff. Oh, you just don't even know. But yeah, so I told him my boyfriend. Oh my God, really? I'm not even saying that out loud. Is that a troll, guys, or is that a real name? That's funny. Yeah, no shit, Davey. No shit. That's right. Let's talk Trump rally. Which one? I don't know where his rally is right now, Mark. I haven't been keeping up with him. And yes, I'm smoking. But guess what I did? I called a hypnotist. I found a hypnotist that's in Vero Beach, which is like about a 35-minute drive. So I did her contact thing on her page, and I'm waiting to hear back from her. But I'm making the closest appointment she has for me and for him. He wants to quit too. Like we both really, want to quit. I Hans. I cannot stand that pack of girls. I did try the patch one time, Davey. I actually have a funny story about that too. Obviously, I'm a hyper girl anyway. And it was when my husband and I owned the carpet store. And I was talking to a customer. I had a patch on. And I was talking to a customer, and I didn't feel like I was getting excited at all. And she goes, "Okay, hold back, calm down." Like I must have been so wound up. It was like a rubber band. I'm not gonna eat a few. I'm gonna go get a hypnotized, and she's gonna fix me. Yeah. How about it? Real truth. Hold on. I got you, baby. You can do it. You'll watch them, right, baby? Watch them. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks of a lot of drama surrounding the Marfugal channel. I will just drop one sentence about it. I don't care. I don't want to be involved. I'm not involved, and I don't care. So there's that. I don't have the passion about it like Road to Prison does. His live stream the other day was off the chain. Like it was so great. But I just don't feel like him about it. Like, come at me. I don't care. What do you got? I mean, what are you gonna tell me that I don't already know? Not much. Not much. What's R RTP? What is that? Trying to think what that is. RTP. You guys are funny. Trump's live on Fox. I don't even watch Fox News. Road to Prison channel. Yeah, it was great. If you guys haven't seen it, you gotta see it. Where is the Trump rally? Nobody ever told me. To the UN or from the UN? Oh, hi, Freagle Foogle. Good to see you. Oh, Minnesota. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. You know my eyes aren't great, Mark. Oh no, I just don't like the drama. I'm just not a drama person. I don't like it. I don't have a lot of time, and I'm not going to spend any of it arguing with somebody that I don't care about. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to spend my time doing something that's negative. Number one, number two, I have too much to do to sit around and type comments to an asshole that I don't care about. You know what I mean? Like if they're not part of the Marfugal family, there's a reason why they're not. And I don't really reach outside too much outside of our family, except for some of the channels that I watched before the family, like Florida Maquis and all them. Like and a couple that I've picked up since then. You know what I mean? But I watch all of your guys' stuff, and by that time, I don't have time to watch whole lot of other people, and I'm just not gonna spend my time even responding to nasty comments that are left. I don't care. I mean, people, and they say the dumbest things. Like they say the most childish. If all you have is something about my looks, then you ain't got much, man. Because that shit don't matter. It's what's in here that matters, and I got this. So I'm not gonna. That's right, Vlad. That's exactly right, Vlad. I love that statement. It's perfect. I don't have a dog in this fight. It is really good to see all you guys. I've missed you guys. That's right, 3% report. And you know what's funny is that being in the truth and something Richie from Boston said really stuck with me today. It was like there's so many layers of indoctrination that have been done to us. That even people that think they're awake aren't truly all the way awake. Because honestly, how many if you had a girlfriend or a boyfriend, how many times would they have to lie to you before you thought everything they said was a lie? One time? Two times? Five times? I mean, we know of about 100 things right off the bat they've lied to us about. Why in the hell did we ever think they were going to be honest? You can't believe anything. Anything that's been coming out of that box, you can't believe it. Lisa. Lisa, are you smacking trolls for me today? You're the bomb, girl. You're the bomb. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Stay neutral. That's right. Well, and this, like, honestly, a lot of the people that are talking about, I don't know them at all. Like, I don't know them. So I know it is, Mark. I know. I know. Like, I've watched a lot about, like, MK Ultra and MI6 and the Mockingbird, whatever, and all that stuff. And uh, CERN, quantum computing. Like I definitely know that there's so many layers of craziness going on, and the technology that we know about. You got to figure anything we know about, they're 20 years ahead of that, maybe more than that. But we all know they could control us with the frequencies coming out of the boxes that we let them put in our houses, cable boxes and stuff like that. Like our phones probably could do it when it gets right down to it. We don't know. There's been a lot. There's been truths come out about a lady that owned a manufacturing chips, like for Intel or whatever, a company, and they admitted that they put back doors in those chips from the gate for the government. So, you know, yeah, 100 years. Yeah. It was 1913 when the Fed was created. I think it was the same year, it mistake me, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was the same year the Titanic went down, which was that's a whole nother thing, guys. That's a whole nother ball of wax right there. That was not that we were told it was. And they learned that all they have to do is put it out of the magic box and everybody believes that. Whatever they put out of that box, people are going to believe. I mean, that's how stupid we are. And I say we because I do it too. And I was saying to my boyfriend the other day about like natural cures and stuff. They make you feel like if you don't go to a doctor and get it done, that you're not doing anything. God put every single thing we needed here. He did. He put everything we needed here. You think he didn't think of something? He did. But they've taken all those natural things from us and in place given us big pharma. Yep. Yep. Frugal fugal. Yep. You're exactly right. Exactly right. Yeah. Oh, that's right, Lisa. That's exactly right. And we all know that circuit frequencies, they could make us crazy. I mean, they changed music from 440 hertz because that was actually that was a good frequency for us. Like it was not damaging or whatever. They changed that frequency of music just to make it more harmful. And start when you start waking up and you go back and listen to some of the old songs that you used to listen to, like in the 80s and stuff, and you listen to the words they say, they were trying to tell us then. The musicians were trying to tell us then, and we weren't listening. Space is the final frontier, made in a Hollywood basement. Like, we need to, they've been telling us the whole time what they're doing, and we just gotta start listening with the right discernment. It's hard. It is. It's really hard to break free from the indoctrination. And they start school now even younger. Like they're starting kids off in school like in 2 and 3 years old. They know the younger years is kind of where that formation is, and they want them as young as they can get them, and start making them, you know, little soldiers. Yeah, I do agree with that. Everything. I don't think that everybody that's working on the things like I feel like that about CERN too. I think they keep it compartmentalized and they don't let one person know what the other. They're not putting it all together. But I think there's a few that have put it together, just like that CDC doctor did. That CDC doctor knew something, and they shut him up. If you guys think for 1 minute he left his dog home alone, I'm sorry, he did not do that. I've watched a lot about the guy. He did not do that. Wow, Lisa, you got some work to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and did you guys know that the Grand Canyon is the biggest gold reserves in the world? Did y'all know that? That's why they made that a national park. Yeah, yeah, La Michelle. Yes, that's exactly right. I agree with that. I've watched a lot about that frequency stuff. It is true. I mean, I believe it 100%. Yep, 3% report. You're exactly right, and that's scary. I got to be honest. That's probably the one thing that scares me more than anything else is the biological weapons they could use. I my ex was a Marine, and he told me about. Yeah, I. That's one of the scariest. I do gotta go, guys. I gotta put the dogs to bed. Plus, there'll be other people coming on live. I just wanted to come on and say hi to you guys and tell you I love you. And I'll try to do better, guys. I'll try to get it together. A hemp battery? Oh my gosh, Mark, that's crazy, right? I hope you guys have a great night. And thanks, Michelle. I just wanted to come on and say hi. I know that I probably don't give you guys a great bit of information here, but sometimes I like just seeing where you guys stand and what you guys think about it. I love you guys very much. I'll leave the chat up so you guys can chat for a while if you want. Um, I gotta put all these dogs to bed, and it's raining now, so now they're all wet paws. I'll just wash the floors. I love you guys. Have a great night. Maybe. Oh, my internet might be out.